toward the kickoff here at the Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Coming up, a rematch of Super Bowl 59. The Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. That's Harrison Butker. Set to get things started. Off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here, bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
They'll try to run here with Barkley. And he's only going to be able to get back to the line. That's all. 3 plays to start. Quick 4th down.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
Bearcats called and made right there at the 25-yard line. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the 3-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
I'll tell you what, Mike, we have a blast every week doing this, but when we get our assignments and we see this guy on deck, it just gets a little bit more special. I mean, to witness firsthand one of the greatest, one of the most transcendent players of all time at the quarterback position, you just know when he's on the field, you're likely to witness something special, and needless to say, I think we're all pretty excited for this one. As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today.
Still 3rd down.
So from 3rd and 2, back him up to 3rd and 7. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Left side. It's caught by Brown. Next 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. And And a first down, Chiefs.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Play action here. Mahomes, he's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Mahomes now to throw again. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
To Xavier Worthy. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
It's 3rd and 4. Right back to the air for Mahomes. And on 3rd down, that ball's incomplete.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Here's Mahomes. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
And the first down.
Mahomes finding Rice for the Kansas City first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with first and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough. But you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
Brought down back at the 11-yard line.
So 1 quarter in the books in this rematch of Super Bowl 57. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And we're back in Philly in a moment. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2. 3rd and goal. as we are ready to get back underway. 3rd and goal. Mahomes. That's caught. It's Isaiah Pacheco. And the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit likely to come on here on 4th and goal.
Great coverage here defensively. Not only the ability to take away all the end zone targets from the quarterback and force him to check the ball down to the back on the swing, but then also the pursuit to the ball carrier to keep him short of the end zone.
Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will take a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. The offense is a little slow to start percolating. 3-0 the score as they begin this drive with a 1st and 10. Man in motion is Smith.
A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He finds Jahan Dotson. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
He's going to run it. And he'll give himself up here, but that's a gain of 5 on 1st down.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 5. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's complete to Smith. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
That's good.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw of the day, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
Like a design run, Hurts has it, and he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. 2nd down coming up.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short gain.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Two minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia. right after this. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll try it now with Barkley. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
So this play by the middle linebacker is all about play recognition. Reminds me of a former teammate, Luke Kuechly. He knew the play before it was going to happen. Watch him. He diagnoses, he tracks the ball, and bang, makes a huge tackle, short of the yard to gain, forces the turnover on downs.
First down throw, Mahomes. He doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And I think the Eagles have it. Yes, they do.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Here's a 2nd and 6. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes surround the pistol. He'll throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Every team has those vertical shots, Mike. They're on the call sheet, and they feel like they can get behind the defense. I think that was one of them, and just couldn't quite connect downfield because he had pretty good separation.
2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over here up near the 40.
And we've seen this throughout the entire game, Mike. These receivers are having a hard time uncovering against this secondary. You force a quarterback to throw into a lot of tightly contested windows, it's going to end up in the wrong hands.
The Eagles offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. Been a bit of a shaky start so far. A punt followed by the turnover on downs last time they had it. So trying to turn things around here on drive number 3. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Hurts. Open man, Devontae Smith. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
When you call these double moves, you're going for broke. And you're looking to throw this ball over the head of the defense. So give a lot of credit to the defensive backs. Yes, it led to a completion, but this was not the big play the offense intended when the coordinator called that play.
On 2nd down, Hurts. He keeps it himself. And Hurts wisely going to slide after he's picked up the first down. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number one.
10 at the 33-yard line.
On first down, it's Hurts. Out wide, here's Smith. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up first and second down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking it.
And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This will be an even 40-yard attempt. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will tie the game at 3 apiece.
Points have proven to be hard to come by at this point, Mike. So I think after that field goal, the opportunity to just tie this game 3 apiece after a low-scoring first half. Can you go in, make some adjustments, both teams really on offense, and come out and try to have more success here in the second half?
So the late field goal brings us level. Final few seconds before halftime as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now, Mahomes. That is caught down the field. It's Worthy. And he will go all the way. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Mike, I'm not sure how else to put it other than this is just a complete defensive breakdown. I mean, from where this ball was snapped, you simply have to just defend the end zone, and if they throw it short, come up and rally tackle. If they throw it in the end zone, high point the ball and knock it down. You cannot give up 6 points to end this half.
The kick is good, so add one more, and it will take a first half lead into the locker room.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. This is still anyone's game here. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as the second half is about to get underway. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Gray is the motion man here. He'll hit Kelsey quickly on the RPO. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Mahomes finding Rice for the Kansas City first down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. Zach Bond, the All-Pro, makes the stop.
Brings up second down at their 48-yard line.
From a couple of yards shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 8. They put Kelsey in motion. That is caught out wide on the RPO. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down.
Mahomes pass complete to Marquise Brown. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 12-yard line.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. A give here to Pacheco. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, and he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
On first down, it's Mahomes. That one taken in. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Kansas City.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand. Let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
And Butker on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chiefs move out in front by the score of 17-3.
Eagles 3.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here is Shipley on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. To throw is Hurts. He'll step up and run. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
Hurts going to fire this one out to Smith. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
He'll try to run for it. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. A gain there of 23 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. That is George Karlaftis. He gets into drop in. It's a loss of 8.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now it's Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas got it. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, What are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th. They will turn it over on down. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, it's Worthy. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 18 yards on the connection. And the Chiefs have a 1st down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. We don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert.
And he'll take this one in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Butker now for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Chiefs extend to a 24-3 lead.
Eagles 3.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here is Shipley on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Eagles offense ready to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Now Hurts. He'll tuck it and take off. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of a defense, and we saw it again here.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Throw on the run is complete. They're going to work this down inside the 45. Hurts finding Smith and an Eagle. 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tactical?
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes through. Chiefs. One of those exciting moments in a football game. There is a turnover and a fumble, and all of a sudden the guys who were on defense, they're starting to think like offensive players, Greg. They really wanted to take that back the other way.
And I think for that offense, they're fortunate that didn't lead to a touchdown, because for a minute, I thought the defender was going to take it all the way back. But either way, winds up with a pretty nice return, and his offense is in great position.
The Chiefs offense about ready to take over once more. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Chiefs first down.
And the first down on the Chiefs.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
A first down throw for Mahomes. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
They put Kelsey in motion. On 2nd down, Mahomes. He's got it at the 7. And he will score! Travis Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Butker now to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Eagles 3.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here is Shipley on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Hurts going to keep it on the option. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for an Eagles first down.
When you're defending Jalen Hurts, Mike, the challenge is not only do you have to try to take away all the weapons at his disposal, but you have to account for him as a runner. And in this case, that's exactly what the offense piles up, and you can see why. Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
41-yard line.
Second down, they need 3. Man in motion is Brown. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And a nice run. He's got a first down tackle made right at the 35-yard line.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. One final play. That's a short one. Caught by Goddard. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. They didn't quite get the shutout they were hoping for and likely deserved. This was a tremendous defensive performance. They held the other guys to just a field goal. That's all. That defensive unit was the driving force in this victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.